Hello, Taurus. This is going to be your weekly tarot and oracle forecast. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies for the upcoming week, break it down, and let you know how to navigate. So, Taurus, welcome to your season. It is officially Taurus season where things are going to move a little bit more slowly, and that's a good thing because we've been feeling quite anxious, almost like we're trying to control things. We're panicking a little bit, almost like treading water has been the vibe. And I know firsthand how trust the process is super important. It was taught to me by a Taurus specifically, and I'm forever grateful to learn that lesson and to share it with all of you. So let's take a look at some overall themes for this week. This deck in particular is asking what energy is grounding you this week. This will reveal the foundational energy Spirit is offering to stabilize and support you. It may reflect where you've been gaining strength or where you're being asked to root down. I'm using the Inner Child Oracle because I do believe that this will give us some good, deep messages. Oops, I thought that card was going to come out. Let's see. Go on an adventure. Today is the day to try something daring. Taurus, I know that typically you want to follow through on things that you've already set, but not everything has to be a plan. You're allowed to be spontaneous. You're allowed to do something a little bit different from your everyday. Now, what else? We have here let go of the past. It's time to envision a new story. Exactly. It is time. So, what would you like to manifest? What are your intentions? And with that, we have here find your haven. There is a place of wonder waiting just for you. Now, I don't want to be all stereotypical and say that your haven is your bedroom where you can sleep, watch Netflix, and eat some good food. But I would say you're trying to figure out where you belong in this world, where you'd like to spend a lot of your energy and time in a positive way that shows growth and development. It's time to celebrate, cultivate an air of celebration today. So beautiful. That's what you need to do to ground yourself is do some new things, yet do it in a way that is taking the methodical steps, because I know that that's something that's really important to Taurus energy. So with this deck here, we're asking what is rising to the surface emotionally. So this card shows what hidden feelings or truths are emerging, especially under Juno retrograde's influence. What are you finally ready to feel, face, or express? Now, Juno is an asteroid about marriage and relationships. Now, this deck is the Real Talk Tarot. I should have explained that I'm not just doing one card, obviously, as you've seen. This is for cards related to what is rising to the surface emotionally. Five of Swords, no more headaches. Conflict. Okay, so there might be some conflict that is coming to the surface, but it's necessary. And the Three of Wands, you're being pushed to make some moves. Three of Wands is sitting on the sidelines saying, I'll do this tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. And now is the time to start branching out a little bit, as we spoke about above, right? Go on an adventure, celebrate, find your haven. I think you've been quite restricted emotionally. The Devil card is about restrictions, addictions, codependency. And it's time for you to break free from the headaches, the energies that are holding you back from living your best life. And with that, we have here the Two of Cups. There you go, relationships. There's something on an emotional level here that you're holding back from, possibly avoiding. It is about love, partnerships, what you really want, what you really desire in your heart. Now, this deck is going to be about where you're being called to take action. So these cards reflect Aries, Mars, fire energy, where the universe is nudging you to make bold moves or take inspired steps forward. Let's see. The Hierophant. Even though we just came out of Aries season and that fire energy, and by the way, Mars is in Leo, so we definitely have fiery energy. We're not just in Taurus season alone, right? There are other aspects that are creeping in. But I would say to you that you're being called to take action in your learning and, of course, your methodical steps. The Hierophant is a Taurus card. You got to be careful with holding back. So this is what I was saying. There's something I think emotionally that's holding you back, and You might be afraid to take action. You might even feel like something is all or nothing. And in typical Kelly Lorraine fashion, I can always give you a yes and no for everything, right? Not everything is going to be one way or the other. There is a gray area in between. The Fool is suggesting trusting and taking a leap of faith and having these new beginnings. And there's the Two of Pentacles. I think, Taurus, you really just need to simplify your life. I think that's something you're really struggling with, is what's at the top of your priority list. Are you putting yourself at the top of the priority list? Now, with this deck here, we're going to look at what old patterns or fears need releasing. So this reveals what's ready to be let go of so that you can move more freely and confidently. It may point to a recurring block or belief system that's being cleared. So we have here the King of Swords. You've got to be logical and decisive. And here's the other thing. There could be this energy within you that has been numb, very detached, and it's almost like you need to start feeling again. That's why I feel the energy of the heart coming through. The Page of Cups, exactly. You need to open up emotionally. This could be a beautiful new emotional experience. Some kind of message of warmth even. The Eight of Cups is inviting you to walk away from things that no longer serve you and go towards things that are better for you. And with that, we have the Eight of Pentacles. There's work to do. But this is about working and getting paid, essentially, getting your abundance. Now, 88 could be an angel number that you are seeing. And let's see what else you need to know. So this deck here is all about what divine message is guiding you forward. This is your spiritual anchor for the week, a message from spirit, your higher self, or your guides that offers clarity, encouragement, or reassurance as you walk your path. And there's the, oops, I thought I was going to turn it around. There's the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is telling you to leave your comfort zone. Interesting. You're going to be okay if you leave your comfort zone. Don't stress about it so much. There's the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is overanalyzing to the point of possibly missing out on an opportunity. And there is the Ten of Cups. See what I mean? Happiness, fulfillment. You can have it all. It's one thing to ask for it, another thing to allow it. And here we have the Emperor. And I've seen the Emperor so many times these past few days. You know, the Emperor is about making power moves. We're here to play chess, not checkers, right? And sometimes I think Taurus gets into their head and overthinks it all, thinks it has to be a certain way or planned a certain way. But in reality, it doesn't. So let's take some last bit of guidance here for you to see what you need to know going into this week. Chop wood. You've got work to do. Clean up. I've been talking a lot about spring cleaning. Like, I need to clean up my house. I have been ignoring things because I've been working so much and doing a lot of personal things that I need to do. But at the same time, I can't ignore my home anymore. If you're in the same boat, let me know. And here, see, between worlds. Exactly. We are between two worlds. We're not in the old. We're not in the new. We're segueing ourselves. But the only way to get to the new is to take the methodical steps. And here is a leg up. I mean, we like that. We're not going to complain. You know, a leg up means there's an opportunity or something that could come along this week to give you a boost. I really hope this resonates with you. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box below. Thank you very much, and I wish you an amazing week.